Listen to the sound of footsteps in the dark, to voices that may not be quite human, to the sound of screams in the night. The Haunted Cabaret, the home of all things horror, on Rhode with your host, George Garner. The Haunted Cabaret starts now. Was Black Sabbath, Superzar, Black Sabbath instrumental. Introducing this edition of the Haunted Cabaret, I'm your host, George Garner. Seated around the table with me, Chuckles the Evil Clown as usual.
Good evening.
And Nurse Misery.
Howdy, folks.
And I hate to do this, but we have to start this show off with an apology.
I know.
You'll remember that one of the things we discussed last time around was this article that Nurse Misery came across on her tablet. Police find $100 worth of Walmart groceries in woman's vagina. Now, you remember that we debated this on the show because these are the things that we debate on the Haunted Cabaret. I mean, we don't debate politics. We don't debate philosophy.
No, we debate vagina size.
We debate. Wait a second.
No, I'm impatient. I'm a girl.
She's impatient to talk about gaping vaginas. Why this is, I don't know. But anyway, the point is that we have an apology to make because after debating this subject for at least 20 minutes, instead of everything that we were supposed to talk about, we decided that this story was a hoax. One of those Onion type of things, a hoax.
Couldn't possibly be real.
It couldn't possibly be real. Nurse Misery was trying to shove all kinds of things up there, and it just didn't equal the No, she said no way.
No, sorry, I couldn't master the orange. One orange was too much. Never mind 4.
Right, and never mind the steaks. Never mind,
And why am I locked in the insane asylum and you're roaming around with the medication?
Because we haven't been captured yet.
Oh. I get to play with all the pills.
Yeah, no one knows where this studio is, and we're going to keep it that way. But yes, so we have to own up. Yes, our producer Tony Jones did a little homework because he's also interested in gaping vaginas, and yes, he has informed us that there was a police report filed on this story. This is real. Now, what exactly was found up there in that monumental snatch? What was
to my recollection? There was oranges, a steak. What Chuckles found most baffling was a full dozen eggs. That's where he said that no way.
Yes, that's where we decided it was a hoax.
Yep. Right. There was also milk and bread.
Well, that's because it's New England and the woman was paranoid about storms.
Yeah, but...
Right, but no, that was it. It was the unbroken eggs.
Yeah.
That led us to believe
and oranges.
This is a hoax.
You would think the oranges would crush the eggs or...
maybe she was really hot down there and hard-boiled the eggs.
Whoa. Ew.
But anyway, our apologies. Yes, to the woman with the $100 grocery vagina. Our apologies.
Yes.
Now, another thing I have to apologize for is this whole business of that Amtrak train that crashed in was it Philadelphia? Now, no. Tony Jones is already saying, "Oh no." He expects me.
We have a legal department?
Actually, this story here, though, the truth may be bizarre enough. Apparently, this train was derailed by bricks and other objects thrown by an army of homeless people lined up beside the train tracks. And this I'm not making up. Now you were waiting to hear maybe that Rodan flew over at a low altitude and did this dirty work. No, I did think of this. I looked into it, but the reason I say that no monster was to blame for this train wreck in Philadelphia is because if you look at a wide photo angle of the surrounding cityscape, there is no other destruction other than this train.
So clearly
there was no giant
tracks.
Monster. Right.
And it was nothing burrowing, so there's no big giant hole.
There's no hole. There's no nothing. There's just this train that went off the tracks on the curve at 106 miles per hour.
It's clearly just the evil humans.
Yeah. And apparently the conductor wasn't on drugs.
No. Clean bill of health.
Clean bill of health. He wasn't transferred from third shift to first shift.
No sleep deprivation.
No sleep deprivation like that one. I think it was in New York that happened.
Yep.
It wasn't that. No, all they found was a fist-sized hole in the windshield of the train. And come to find out, this isn't a rare occurrence of people throwing things to trains. Bricks, concrete blocks, bottles. I think back in the days of, they said in the news, the New York Times said back in the days of President Theodore Roosevelt, somebody threw a 3-pound metal weight through the window of the president's train when it came through that neighborhood.
That's so pretty evil, wicked people, Chuckles. They sound like your people.
Yeah, Chuckles, do you have any friends, relatives, or alter egos around that Philadelphia area?
I'm not giving them up to you.
Did Chuck the Clown, does he hang out down there sometimes?
He does hang out with bums, but he's not down there in the Philadelphia bums. He's with the Boston bums. He's more high-class bums in the Philadelphia.
Yeah, because we know a few deranged homeless people.
Of course we do.
It's always possible.
We're always supporting him on our show. What's the other one? Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. There's one that was always on like the show Erp Snurple. Isn't he deranged and homeless?
Well, speaking of being on the show, it just occurred to me that we signed off our last Haunted Cabaret with Alice Cooper as Inmates We're All Crazy.
Yes.
Which includes the line, played with the rails of a passenger train that crashed on the tracks one night.
I had nothing to do with that.
Fault?
I'm wondering. I'm wondering if maybe our show is, some of the, Lovecraftian vibes of the Haunted Cabaret are conjuring up real, because think about it's possible we've derailed. In the past week we might have derailed a train, and then Mr. Skeffington has been brought to my attention. The idiot, the corporate scumbag that was trying to bring the Pawtucket Red Sox from Pawtucket into Lovecraft's Providence for like hundreds of millions of dollars. He wanted everybody else to pay for but him. Apparently he's dead.
Well, Lovecraft hated sports. He took care of them.
Yeah, somebody did. I like to think it was our show, though.
Why don't you conjure up the Powerball numbers?
We don't. For free?
Well,
no, we don't.
Just for us here at Rhode Island Free Radio.
Well, no, we don't do things. We don't do minor things like conjuring up Powerball numbers. We do things like murdering corporate executives.
Yeah. You do things like murdering corporate executives.
See, he said on the Haunted Cabaret, not on the Chuckle Script show.
No,
so we're good. We're in the clear.
I just watch from a distance.
You do not watch from a distance. You're 3 feet away from me across this table. What distance is that?
That's enough. If the glove doesn't,
full yard.
The glove doesn't fit. Gotta quit.
Hey, well, all I know is that if all those terrorists can take credit for things they didn't do worldwide,
true,
then the Haunted Cabaret can take credit for the death of Mr. Skeffington, who everybody in the state of Rhode Island hated.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look at him. Nurse Misery's got the tablet here. Look at him. Bah, 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 bah. He looks like a Halloween mask. That's what he looks like.
He kind of does.
He looks like a D-bag. There's just no way around it. D-bag that got teabagged.
Yeah, this is.
Chuckles, you went there. He hasn't even been dead for barely 24 hours.
He's not even cold yet.
And I don't care.
And we don't care one damn bit.
Don't care.
I mean, this guy looks like a cross between Tor Johnson and Ebenezer Scrooge. I mean, he really does.
He does have a lot of Scrooge-like characteristics there.
He does. I mean, this is the man that came to, well, granted, Rhode Island is a state of suckers, but I think we found out where the borderline possibly is in gullibility.
He wanted too much sucking, and Rhode Island said no.
I mean, Kurt Schilling only wanted $75 million for that 38 Studios thing, right? So $75 million was okay. Then after that, this guy Skeffington comes in, and what did he want? $125 million?
See, he wanted that triple digits.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah, he wanted $125 million over 30 years, and I think he wanted Rhode Islanders to pay him taxes, or something along. Yeah, I mean.
Something weird, ridiculous.
But who cares, really? He's gone. He's dead. Hurrah, throw a party. I'll remember this day just as much as I will remember the day someone killed Mr.
Whoever?
Yeah, whoever.
You've killed so many you can't even pick one out of the thin air, can you?
No, I can't.
How about Shanky the Clown?
No, he's still walking.
All right, well, you know what? Let's go back to the music. Let's celebrate somebody that we do know that killed many people.
Ooh.
Ed Gein has inspired horror movies. Conversations here on this very show between me and Chuckles. And he also inspired Slayer at one point to write a song called Dead Skin Mask here on the Haunted Cabaret, Rhode Island Free Radio.
Now that you've arrived, please stay a while, and I promise I won't keep you long.